Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So I'm here with my Honda CRF 300L, and it's been a while since I've checked the air filter on this thing. It's been about probably 1,500 to 2,000 miles. I'm not sure. I should have wrote it down, but I did actually, but I don't know where I wrote it. But anyway, I thought I'd bring you all along with me. We'll take and check the air filter on this thing. This is something that you really should do. A lot of people don't do it near often enough, especially if you're riding in dusty conditions. If you're riding on street, you can go a lot longer. But if you're riding in off-road dusty conditions, and especially if you're following other motorcycles, it can actually get really bad really fast. And it's just simple to change. There's not much to it. We're going to take this out and check it. I'm sure it's bad because of the conditions I've been riding in. So let's go ahead and take this off and check. Now this should be the same on a 250L, will be pretty similar. It's not exactly the same part number, but it'd be similar if you want to change it on there. Or even a CRF 300L Rally. This is the regular 300L, but the Rally should be the same thing. So the first thing we're going to need is a 5mm Allen wrench. We're going to take out this Allen bolt right here on this side panel. Just want to show you how easy this is to do, and you should check it once in a while. Definitely stop, check this. Don't just keep riding forever in the dust and dirt and not checking it. See, our air box is right here, and these 5 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we take out to take this off. So we need a Phillips to take this off. And then our cover should come right off. And this air filter is going to be stupid bad, way worse than I expected it to be. This Arizona is a lot different than in Missouri, a lot more dust out here on these desert trails. So I'm definitely going to have to check it more often. As you can see before I even take it out, look at the dirt on that thing. It's extremely bad. So to pull it out, we just pull these 2 tabs like that. It's going to come loose and then just come right out. This one is majorly dirty. The cool part is if you look on this side, it's clean. That's what you want. If it's really dirty on this side, then you have a problem with this seal. There's a seal around here. This is a gasket. If this gasket's bad or misaligned and you're getting dirt over here, this would be dirty. Then you have serious problems because it's going in your intake into your engine, and it will damage your engine. So what you want to look at is your air box, and you can see it's dirty back in here, which that's fine because that is before the filter. It will suck in dirt through your filter inside here. Now if it was dirty or sandy or gritty up in there, then you have a problem with the seal, and it's letting dirt through into your intake, which is located right there at the top. You can see that round hole. That is your intake, and that goes to your fuel injection into your engine, and you'd have serious problems. Luckily, mine is clean in there. That's no problem. So I do want to go ahead while I'm here and wipe this dirt out. And mainly I want to wipe around where the gasket on the air filter seals, which is right around the outside. Luckily mine was working. It's real nice and clean inside. So wipe this out. Try not to get any dirt to the inside of your intake, especially the gasket area. Make sure it's all nice and clean, and that way when we put it back, it's going to seal. Okay, so this is the factory OEM Honda air filter, which is what I like to use because they do an extreme job. They don't let any dirt through at all. You can use a foam filter, and they work. You can use a different one like K&N. I just don't prefer them. I prefer the factory filter just because they don't let no dirt through. As you can see, my intake boot is totally spotless, and that's the way I like it. And these offer superior filtering. And I will post a link to this filter below where you can check one of these out on Amazon. It's just a good deal to go and get some of these. I keep like 3 of these in stock here in my shop just so I have them and I can change them out. And of course, I need to actually check mine more often, obviously, as dirty as mine was. One thing that I like to do is take some grease. This is just regular heavy-duty grease, and I'll show you what I do with it. A lot of people don't do this, and I think it's a mistake. I've always done it, and I've never had a problem. But I take a little bit, it don't take much, and I just coat that gasket with a thin layer. You don't want it to be a big mess. You just want a little bit around that gasket all the way around, all 4 sides on this flat surface right here. And this is red so I can kind of see where I have it. But once I get it on there, I can take my finger and it's just a thin layer. That's all it is, just to get it moist with the grease. And I would do this all the way around. And you don't have to worry about this outside here necessarily. You just want this flat side, the mating surface, to where when it pops in there, it's going to seal This will keep any dust from actually getting around the foam. If there was a chance of it, you're going to eliminate that chance. This is always the hardest part just because it's right down inside here between these snaps and the filter. But you can still take your finger, go right down in there. If you want to use gloves, you can. I'm not a glove user. And one last side here. Like I said, you don't need to cake it on. All you need is just a light coating of this grease. Pretty much any grease like this would work. And now we're ready to put this back in. Make sure we're dust free. Make sure that I did get all of my gasket area clean of debris. Any dirt around there, which is this flat area right here, this square flat area right here, you want that clean. So be careful when you put this back in. You can see that it has these tabs right here. These tabs lock on the inside. There's 2 notches that they will go right into. And once you get them in there, then you push it this way and you will click it into place on these locking tabs right here. So if you don't get these in, that could be the reason that you see dirt on this side and dirt got into your intake and your engine. You want to make sure that these are properly in. So I angle it, keep this side back until I get that in. Once you're in, you'll feel it kind of go in, and when you get to where you can't move it back this way, that back side back this way, then you know you're in the groove. Like that. Push it forward and lock it in just like that. It should spring like that. That's just the foam working right there. But now we're good and sealed, and we have a brand new air filter, and my CRF300L can actually breathe now. Okay, so before I put this on, I went ahead and cleaned this. I just take a brush and some detergent and clean this thing up, the airbox lid. It's not something you have to do because, like I said, anything in this part of the box here does not affect what's inside your intake here. Basically, it's got to go through this filter to get into there. As long as you got a good gasket, it's got to go through your filter to get into your intake and into your engine. So we got this cleaned up, and now we can stick this back on. You are screwed into plastic here, so don't tighten these too tight. You might over tighten them and strip the plastic out. Put our side cover back on. And as I said, it's similar on a CRF 250L. It's not exactly the same, but it is similar. So you could use this video to do your CRF 250L also. You have a couple rubber grommets you have to pop into right there. And then we put our Allen bolt back in there. Okay guys, so I want to recommend, please take the time to check your air filter. It's very important, and as I said, I should have done this one sooner. I had no idea that it was going to be that bad, but the dustier the condition, the more often you need to check it. It's so easy to check. Just check it once in a while. Don't wait that long, especially if you go on a big dusty ride, and replace it. I will post a link in the description where you can check one of these out. Definitely worth the money. As I said, I keep 3 of these on stock, and that way I've got them. Anytime I have one bad, I can just pop one in and go. Thank you all for watching Woodsman Adventures. For more tips, just keep in touch with the channel. God bless you all. Click the thumbs up, subscribe down below, and we'll catch you all on the next adventure. Right on.